Hello and welcome everybody, I'm Barbarian and this is Crusader Kings 2 and we are back with a new playthrough, this time around not an achievement run, just a good old run, you know, in which we will try to roleplay as much as we can and in which we will try to hopefully have an interesting life, or well, multiple of them I suppose. Now this playthrough is one that was suggested in the comments under video 4 of the Horse Riders of the Sun videos, and it was not the most upvoted one, or most liked one I should say, let me tell you that much, but it was the one that I looked at and I thought about, you know, the second one that I also thought about, just for the record, and that was the most upvoted one, was the one where I was to play the Dutch. But I think we're going to do that in HIP at a later point. I looked at this one and I looked at HIP, I looked at, you know, vanilla, and I thought to myself, let's do this one in vanilla. I know a lot of you actually enjoy vanilla a lot. I'm personally, you know, I love Historical Immersion Project. We all know it, you know, maybe I love it a bit too much. So what we're going to do here is, I think it will actually be more fun in vanilla. Now what we need to do is we need to go to the 26th of 1071, 26th August that is, 1071, because this is right after the disastrous Battle of Manzikert. I think I need to press here. There we go. So one day before that, you can see Byzantine Empire still in full power mode, very strong, very, you know, terrible as an enemy of course, but then... sorry. One day after, the Seljuks have taken most of Armenia. Chasianon and Kilikia are now independent, as is Antioch of course, but this one is Miaphysite, this one is Orthodox, and we, because this is us, are Catholic. We are Duke Roussel of Chasianon, and we are a historical character, a historical personality that has indeed done this. He has betrayed the Byzantines before it was cool, you know, before the Crusaders took out the Holy Land, instead of aiding the Byzantines in Asia Minor, before the Crusaders went out of their way to capture Constantinople and destroy the Byzantine Empire, or, you know, at least damage it. They did come back for a time, but we are essentially the father of traitors. We are one of the Norman conquerors, one of the Norman adventurers, much like the people down here, the, what's the name again, Hainaut? The Hauteville, that's the name. Like the Hauteville dynasty, they came from the north, went into Italy and conquered whatever they could conquer, and he wanted to do the same, but he wanted to do it in Asia Minor. He was at first the commander of the Byzantines, and then later on said, you know what, screw it. I'm my own boss, and his own boss he was, at least for a time. Later on he would get captured multiple times and then eventually get, you know, ended in Constantinople itself. Now we're going to try to make that into a bit of a luckier story, I would say, a lasting realm that is Catholic and in Asia Minor. Now that would be the dream, and of course the Crusades are right around the corner. I'm very excited for this playthrough. Now mind you, again, this is not an achievement run. I'm not going to go for, you know, any achievements whatsoever, especially because this is an Iron Man mode, and I will play purely the way that I think the character would play and the way that you guys think the character would play, because what I love to do, especially you know, in these kind of playthroughs, which is why it's my favorite sort of playthrough, I want to see all of your suggestions for what you think who Duke Roussel truly is, what he can achieve and what he wants to do. See, usually when we do these kind of playthroughs, you know, between two powers, for example the Byzantines and the Seljuks, I try to never swear fealty, but, and I don't want to suggest that we're going to do this, but I just want to say, if my character at any point, you know, looks like he would be willing to do it, he's been betraying since way before any of us were born. So if that were to be the case, then it would be fair enough as far as I'm concerned. Now, let's start out. Duke Roussel of Chasianon. We are a skilled tactician that, you know, seems adequate, seeing as he was a commander for the Byzantines. We are shy, brave, kind, and wrathful. I didn't even... Yeah, I guess... there you go. You know, a bit of a weird combination, I guess. I guess the difference is, you know, patience and wrath, but... kind and wrath, I mean, you know, how kind can you be when you get a bit angry at everything going on? So for starters, I think we need to secure, you know, some sort of marriage. We need to secure something that maybe will secure us, because we are definitely between the fronts. We are in no man's land, so to speak, and I'm sure that both the Byzantines and the Seljuks want their land back, or rather, well, the Seljuks want to expand into it, I suppose. So we have a healthy amount of troops. I mean, much stronger than Kilikia, for example, which is of course being led by a terrible army leader. See, we can expand already into some realms there, I guess. We could become king of Anatolia, and you know what? I feel like that is indeed what he wants to do. Duke Roussel wants to become king of Anatolia. If pagan, nope, don't worry about it, okay? There you go. I will also focus on war, because we are in a war zone right now. There is no peace until we fend off the people all around us. Man, I can already smell that this is going to be a tough campaign, but I'm excited for it, you know? Where should I put the capital? I guess Caesarea is the best one, but then again, it's like in such a precarious spot. I want to put it against Galatia. We're going to put the capital right here in Galatia, and I'm going to do that solely because I know that if the Byzantines come knocking, they will come from the west, and I may be able to shield myself off. And if the Seljuks come knocking, I may be able to shield it off if they come by the southern route here. But we'll have to see about that. That's going to be a risky situation. We will have, without any, you know, choice really for us here, we will have a situation where we will have to focus on, you know, having our capital on one of these two borders. I can't avoid it, so this is going to be fairly tough. Now, we are unmarried. As I said, I want a powerful alliance if possible. The Ogre's Khaganate, absolutely not. Get out of here. Man of Zhezdi? Nope. Princes of Hungary. You know, Hungary could be an incredibly powerful ally. So could, of course, the English. The English could become very powerful allies as well. I feel like I want to go with Hungary, though. You know, we're Normans, and there's no local lords that can truly support us. If anybody were to support us, I mean, I would like the Pope to like me, of course, you know. I want to carve out a kingdom for Western Christianity here, just for the Pope. Whether we will actually succeed with that. Man, this is a... looking at this, honestly, this is a futile attempt of trying to survive. Just one war, a single... you know, actually, 2 holy wars, I suppose, would destroy us. So let's not have that happen. Alright, we're going to marry into Hungary, because Hungary should be strong. Hungary should be in a position of being able to aid us whenever we need it. And I think we're going to marry the younger of the Hungarian sisters here, of the Hungarian princesses. It's going to give me prestige and hopefully an alliance. It doesn't feel too strongly about me, does he? Alright, with that being done, recruit a court physician. Don't feel like it. Thank you very much for asking, though. I would love to revoke a title here. I have only one domain size limit, huh? Now that's awful. That is genuinely terrible, but we can at least expand on it. Now I'm okay with Gavelkind actually. We don't really have any children. I like Gavelkind because it makes everything a bit more intense. You know, you can't just keep it together and just be one proper realm. Nah. You know what? We're gonna... So if I went for administration, for late administration, we could switch off of Gavelkind, but I'm perfectly fine with it. So, I think instead we're gonna go with centralization. Give me some domain limit, please. Now, sadly, we cannot raid. I'm sure, historically, Duke Roussel would not be above raiding when it, you know, comes to that sort of thing. I think we want to take the money here. Thank you very much. How good are you, by the way, with... Oh, not that good with stewardship, huh? Well, at the very least, we will be where we need to be when it comes to our centralization. Meaning that we no longer suffer from any penalties. I'm a big fan of that. Now, what do we do? I guess our first target needs to be Kilikia. If we take you out in, for example, a border dispute... That might carry us. That might carry us far enough indeed. I could also, of course, establish a tributary, but would that really aid us? I don't think it would. I think I want a proper war against them. And just to check here, right? The Normans are not able to raid and can raid overseas. Oh! Right. That is incredibly powerful. So I can raid, just... And raid overseas with ships. I don't think I can. I don't think I can raid because I'm Catholic. And feudal, maybe? No, it gotta be feudal. I think it's feudal, but then again, when does Norman ever... Like, when are the Norman culture characters ever not feudal? Ah, you know what? I never thought about the Norman culture. Can raid overseas with ships. Can I activate it? Or can I activate it as soon as I have ships? You know what, I'm very interested in finding out about that, but right now, I have no explanation for anything. Now, I hope that he's not going to come for us. He's going for Arabia right now. If they infight down there a bit, I would definitely appreciate it, but whether they will do that is an entirely different thing. See, I like the Pope. I hope the Pope likes me, and I would like, you know, to encourage him liking me also. I would encourage, all of you to join me. A daily routine involves repeatedly swinging your blade at a training dummy. However, you can only learn so much from fighting an inanimate enemy, and the practice gets dreadfully dull after a while. Hello, Theophylactos. Now, he is Orthodox, but Orthodoxy and Catholicism did not actually, you know, have a standoff at any point, really. They still considered themselves to be brother religions, to stand together and whatnot. That is why the Crusades, you know, at the end of the day, it was the Patriarch of the East asking the Patriarch of the West to call for holy wars in the East. Now, they went for Jerusalem, but they were intended for Asia Minor initially. So they were brother religions. So him being of a different religion, I don't think that puts me in a spot where I say, you know what, I don't want to train you through. Absolutely, let's be friends with this man, and let's make sure the one that I can buy for cheap here. They're all fairly expensive, but you know what? Revoking a title is beneficial. It is incredibly beneficial, all things considered. I think I'm gonna go ahead and invite all of the people that don't cost me, you know, my last t-shirt. There we go. Go get him, boys. Give me that title. I require it. Right, I'm gonna raise my troops, as you do. Getting ready here. The stubborn Baron of Galatia is really getting on my nerves. My wife Adelaide sensed my irritation and offered to give me advice on the matter. A diplomatic skill has saved me many times before. I do not want to become content. I don't think that's him. I mean, look at him. He literally came here just to be a conqueror. He's not content. I can work this out myself. Thank you very much. I'm sorry to tell you. Listen, my wife, I love you, okay? But not like this. Don't do this to me. Alright, I'm gonna make you the court tutor, of course. Why wouldn't I? Designated region, thank you very much. Ooh. My dear liege, I was just approached by Porphyrios, who tried to convince me to join him in his vile heresy. I mean, you know what, iconoclasm... Iconoclast... Honestly, I don't even know what the damn... what the noun is. But the iconoclast heresy is not acceptable. That goes too far. For everyone. For the Orthodox and for me. Oh, and he did not convert back. How dare you? How dare you indeed. Alright, let's go ahead and ask for this county to become ours. And there you go, we've done it. Easy. He had no chance whatsoever. Can I just go ahead and do the next one? No, not yet. Well, that's fair. But I will hold on to this one for sure. That is a nice addition to my collection of counties. There you go, and look at me. You know what? I think we have a great future ahead of us. Oh, we have a grand future ahead of us already. I mean, this war will definitely end. So you are trying to become the new emperor. He will win this, no doubt about it. The question is, can I go in and, like, cheaply conquer something? I doubt it. I mean, I literally cannot declare war, so me doubting it, you know, goes a bit further than that, I suppose. Let's send out our... We have a better one. Yeah, let's send out an amazing chancellor. By the way, I will require you to convert. If I have the power, I will do it. And I will make sure that we get... Let's go with Adana, because that's such a good potential defensive position right there. They fought. The commanders are fighting amongst themselves. I don't like it, but what can I do about it? My studies and training have taught me the general tactics of flanks and center, but I can hardly master everything. Oh, okay. Oh, this is great. I want to become... See, Trickster's pretty good, but I do like direct leader. Flanker's also nice, of course. But we are an amazing commander. I want to be in the center. I think I want to be in the center, and we're going to go... Absolutely go with direct center. Let's go. Thank you for converting. I appreciate it, my friend. We are now truly of the same faith. If we get a claim on this ASAP, then we will be in a position to actually power this out. The Seljuks so far seem to be busy elsewhere, still at war for Arabia. You want to marry Constanza? Sure. What's the harm, right? As long as the Byzantines are infighting, I have no worries whatsoever. I am entirely confident that we can handle this, as long as they don't do anything stupid. Oh, and the Seljuks just won their war, didn't they? And now they go against Georgia. Oh, they're aiding them in the defense, I see. What is your percentage? 7.61% yearly to fabricate a claim, but once we do get a claim, this is a one war. I just want to point that out. We have a much larger amount of troops, so I think we'll be fine in that regard. Question is just, when will we actually start this war? And are you looking at this? Oh, in my studies of warfare, I've come to realize that clever tactics on the battlefield is only part of the story. There are other disciplines of equal importance. Dude, they're giving us such good traits. I'm going to become an organizer because being an organizer is amazing. But I also love inspiring leader. Listen, other people can become inspiring leaders. Being an organizer with the movement speed is outstandingly powerful. It is outrageously good. And by the way, being a wrathful is also good if you want to attack in your wars. That is quite a decent collection of, you know, statistics that we're getting so far. Let's hope that we can actually translate that into proper victories. Now, what are the Seljuks doing? Ooh, they are... Nope, that is not actually... Yeah, okay, this is an internal war. Doesn't really matter for us, does it? I hope that we can go to war quite soon, and I hope, sincerely, that Princess Arpad Adelheid will give me a child. Because God knows I need one. Ooh, you know what, my wife? Absolutely. Be the spy master. Be my eyes and ears. And why are you here? You're terrible. Andronikos. It shall be you now who will research some military tech in Galatia. I know the historical capital in, you know, the realm of Duke Roussel, which of course was a very short-lived realm, but the historical capital was Ankara, actually. Quite interesting, if you think about it. Now, I need to convert some, right? Yeah, I do. I need to convert all of them. Damn. Now, you know what? I wonder, actually. He has a strong claim in our title. Is he the one that I took it from? Oh, he totally is. Weakening him by taking his land was the right choice right there. Otherwise, he could have risen up eventually. History is a subject that has always fascinated you, and you have spent the last few weeks studying the campaigns of Alexander the Great. We are getting so lucky with these random events of the war focus. So incredibly lucky. Entirely undeserved, by the way. Entirely undeserved. Now, we are making good money, of course. I'm not going to complain about that. And we should be soon in a position where I could just wage war with, you know, some mercenaries. But, of course, getting something to actually be done would even be better. If we could attack Kilikia. Look at this nonsense. What's going on here? What is this rebellion? 2 rebellions. Andronikos' claim and to increase council power. Yeah, see, I still can't actually declare war against him. So what am I going to do about it? Oh, there's an anti-pope. That is disastrous for the coming crusade, of course. I'm hoping that this crusade will make it so that the Muslims will be weakened enough so that I don't actually have to fear them, but whether that will occur is something else. Sweetly, gently, we molded our bodies together and recreated the familiar feel of us embracing, touching, loving. Let's become lustful. If I die right here... Oh my god, good. We only became lustful. If I had passed away having intercourse before even having a child... Come on, man, you can't do that. You can't do that. Now, what's your focus? Oh, you don't have a focus, right? Makes sense. Go into hiding. Wait a minute. Oh, you really didn't want to do that, buddy. You definitely should not have done that. Let me tell you one thing. If I know one thing, then that is that single thing I know about. You're in my prison, buddy. You are now in my prison. And once the time comes, we'll get rid of you. When can I actually do that? Secondary county is a county held by a duke whom... No, okay. I actually cannot do it. Not anytime soon anyway, but I can keep you in my prison, and I suppose that has its benefits. If I were to destroy you, Theophano would inherit. Are you the last of this house? Yes. I want to keep him in prison then for as long as possible, because she will not be married, meaning that none of them will give me any trouble. I am an iron ruler. Duke Roussel is the ruler of the future, the ruler that will create and carve out a new realm here. Let me be entirely clear about this. There's no doubt in my mind that this will be a successful run. And if it will be one run with cruelty, so be it. And you know what? I'm going to go for Tarsos instead then. Give me, you know, maybe Tarsos is a bit luckier. There's not really a difference, by the way. This is the clear gambler's fallacy, but, you know, you gotta believe in something, right? While searching for a lost chalice, I came upon a band of rogues who robbed me. Excuse me? I was searching for a chalice. While passing judgment onto criminals from the safety of your throne, a young noble is brought before you. You quickly come to the conclusion that the man is indeed guilty. Condemning him might not be the wisest choice, as he is of noble birth. If you were to pardon the man, he might prove himself useful to you, as he would be in your debt. See, usually, I don't choose this. Because losing the prestige just for a random man, it's not usually in your favor. But you know what, Joffrey? Tell me about yourself. Are you a good fella? Hello, Joffrey. Or a decent fella, I guess. Owes me a favor, not really anything interesting about him. I would have hoped that he would have been a commander instead, you know? Having a trusted commander that I, for example, could give this piece of land, wouldn't that be great? I believe so. After many months studying the campaigns of Alexander the Great, I have acquired more skills. Thank you. I love it. If only I could get rid of Kilikia. If only I could declare a war for them. This so far is a difficult start. Because while we have money now, and I personally think I could fend off either the Byzantines or the Seljuks, I can't really expand. At the very least, Adelheid is now pregnant, giving us an entryway towards actually surviving. I could scarcely believe it possible, but the pregnancy has managed to make my wife Adelheid look passable. Excuse me? Oh, she's not even ugly. Why is he so rude to his wife? I found myself strangely attracted to her since a few weeks. You know what? I don't want to lose that piety, but we are a lustful character. Better make a move quickly, eh? God damn it. How dare he make me spend that piety right there. I love that this dude is just independent now, by the way. Interesting. Count Bardas. What do I do about you? There you go, Raymond. Raymond. I don't know how they would pronounce it. Probably a bit French, right? Raymond. There you go. Welcome, Raymond de Bailleul. I cannot pronounce it. De Bailleul. You know what? Let's just skip that. As is tradition, my wife Adelheid underwent a churching after recovering and cleansing herself from the recent pregnancy. Unfortunately, her mood is not improved by taking the Holy Communion. Perhaps some old sin is still weighing on her soul. She must deal with this problem on her own. Sadly, she does. Oh man, Adelheid is not even... What are you? Not related to me at all, huh? I mean, I didn't get a pact out of this, but I got a good marriage out of it, I suppose. There's a lot of people here, but none of which are directly related to the Lord, to the High Lord, I should say, of Hungary. But I can get all of these to give me a non-aggression pact at the very least, and maybe even some alliances. If we get these small ones to give me alliances, I would still be in favor of it. Look at this. This is what I'm talking about. The Hungarian small lords are all our friends now. This gives us so much more power. Wait, what? Yes, there you go. I think. Yeah, there we go. Look at this. Absolutely beautiful. So 3 people now that would support me, and that I have to support apparently. Sure, what is this? Oh, yeah, I don't like that. But then again, you know, it's an aggressive war coming from you, so I'm not really gonna do anything about it is the thing though. Alliances in CK2 are a bit weird. Oh, and the anti-papacy is over. Whew. Just in time for the Crusade, I guess. But alliances are a bit weird, because the way it works is, they will call you in, no matter how far away you are, no matter how useless you are. No matter how involved you get. It's a very pointless endeavor. Recently I've noticed the pitiful state of my wife. Definitely find a court physician. You know what? Maybe I already have one? Nope. Kill my wife, please. A mystic. Roger the Blind. Scouts bring words of a mystic blind man that supposedly works miracles. He appears around the villages and cures all manners of ailments afflicting the peasants. There are even rumors that he made a lame man able to walk again. Peasants call him Roger the Blind. A gift of gold would convince him to come to your court. Absolutely. Roger has done nothing wrong. And he actually converted someone. Wonderful. Absolutely beautiful. Did my wife just... Come on, man. Really? Well, there goes our wife, I guess. You know what? For the time being, I think I will go without a wife. I think we're going to keep our options open. We have a son, don't we? What's the big deal? And when is this finally going to pay off? Man, don't you just hate it? Oh man, the peasants in a county are complaining about Stuart Mayor Bernard's arbitrariness. They feel that he doesn't really understand the concept of rules and laws. They shouldn't be bothering me about it. I don't like that. I definitely don't like that. We have a 3% rise up chance anyway, and 5.5% now in Chazianon. Ah, well. Here's the way I see it. See, if I just get this CB, we have a chance of doing things our way. And potentially of even raiding. See, I still am not entirely certain if I will ever be able to properly raid just because I'm Norman. I think feudalism forbids that, but we will see about that. I know you can raid. Oh no. Oh no, they rejoined. And Galatia has finally converted to Catholicism, which is great, but now I have to take on the one and only damn Byzantines, huh? Entire damn Byzantines. But I mean, you know, if I take anyone on, then let's start with them, right? As you replace your training dummy with a real person, you find that facing an intelligent enemy is a lot harder, but also more rewarding. After many bruises and cuts, it's clear that you've gained experience and have better control of fighting than ever before. We are actually amazing. Dude. Having spent countless of hours swinging your sword, it is clear that your technique is getting better. You know the essence of every strike possible to utilize in a fight. What? How am I so good? I'm not doing anything. Please, I need to go to war. Do something. I hate that you just swore fealty to him, by the way. What a shame. What a real shame. He's attacking Serbia, huh? 10k troops. Honestly, I think I could take him out. I think I could take the Byzantines right now. In fact, yeah. I believe I can do it. If I just had a claim, just for the record here. A large merchant caravan from distant lands has arrived at the gates of your stronghold. Their leader, a jovial man of massive girth, pleads with you in a strange accent to grant them shelter from the elements for the night. Oh, I'm shy. I want to talk to strangers. My mum told me that's where stranger danger comes in, and I don't want anything to do with that for sure. I think, you know what, in the next episode we can actually go absolutely haywire. I think we can go and destroy... Why would I kill this man? Why would I kill this man? I think we can go and destroy the Byzantine Empire. I mean, not entirely destroy it, but teach them a lesson about who they're dealing with. If I just get this damn claim. I swear to God. Hey, Joffrey, you know what? Why don't you get me a claim here? And Tarsus, okay? Just get me one. You'll see why. Eventually. I want to banish you. Ooh, I've become as brilliant strategist. Yo, this is literally just like a prologue. You're just learning the backstory of Duke Roussel in this playthrough in this episode, and then the next one we're gonna go haywire. Oh my god. Unbelievable just how good we've gotten without fighting a single war. A mysterious Jewish man has offered his service at your court. He is well versed in feudal court intrigue and has a past as both a mercenary and a spy. If he can be trusted, he could very well prove to be an indispensable asset in your council. I don't think he trusts me, so I don't know about that. You know what? I will put you on the council. Because why not, right? Now, before I end this episode, let's take a look here, because I want to give you the choice. Who should we marry? I'm going to scroll through this. If you see anybody that you like, then tell me. I think England is quite interesting. Norway, maybe, but too far away. England, quite interesting, because they could get somebody on the throne here in Jerusalem when the Crusade comes along, meaning I could get, you know, oh, the Hauteville. Other Normans. Now, that would be an alliance. That would be an alliance, no doubt. The Rurikids, maybe. They are still going very strong up there. The Bagrazioni, which is Alania and Georgia. Also worthwhile, I think. Who else do we have here? I want to give you the choice. In the comments, let me know what you think. Who should we marry? Who is an important alliance? Should I marry anyone? Should I wait for Jerusalem? You tell me. Honestly, I don't see anybody else that is properly interesting here. After having scrolled so far down. We got some good candidates, but that's about it. An Italian lady down there that will probably not aid us. Now, this playthrough has only just begun and I can already smell greatness. With all the money, with all the troops, with this amazing leader, the next episode, I think we're gonna go wild. But that is the next episode. For now, I want to thank the members of the channel. The Barons, Suspicious Duck, Stefan, the Richest T, Snywolf, Sai, and Herman, and of course the wonderful, the beautiful Dukes, Knight of Squires, Kenneth, Eric, Lexo, and the very first member of this channel ever, Benedict. I remember. I want to thank all of you, because what you're doing here by supporting this channel the way you are is what keeps the channel running the way it is currently running. Thank you so much, and if you also want to support the channel, then consider becoming a member as well. The join button is right under the video. If you want to support the channel in other ways, then if you buy Paradox Games, you can use my affiliate link in the description. You pay the same price as always, but I get a little bit of a share from it. So, thank you so much for tuning in, and get ready for the next episode in which good old Duke Roussel of Chasianon will go out and destroy those that were, well, earlier in calmer days, his masters, the Byzantines. I will see you then. Later, alligator.